Alright, continuing on with Echoes of the Future? No. What the hell is this called?
Utter Darkness.
In Utter Darkness. Gosh, I look like a fool.
Like always, so the reason I was saying I don't like the Void Rays very much on this is because they need to charge up. And it takes them a couple seconds to charge up. And when you build a huge army of them, they're not very good on the offense versus other units because they don't get an opportunity to fully charge up because they'll kill the units.
What about a bunch of those, like, massive units?
Massive units, yeah.
Like those big guys right there.
Right. That will work.
Okay.
But would it be more effective to build
Carriers? Yeah.
Phoenixes, which cost less, and then just lift them and then kill them?
Well, not if you don't use the lift ability.
Well, there you go. But that's why I waited for the carriers to come in and just masked carriers.
Yeah, carriers worked really well for you.
Yes, they do. So yeah, I was talking to Ares, who is making a what's it called? Brutal difficulty guide for this game, and he was saying that his strategy for this was Dark Templars and Phoenixes,
so he could destroy the detecting units and just have the rest of them destroy.
Yeah, and just
with no problem.
And the Phoenixes will destroy all the air units, and
Templars will
the
take the
Templars will just destroy everything on the ground, which is, I can see that being a pretty fun strategy.
That sounds really fun. I almost want to go back and try it.
This is one of the best missions in the game. I'm probably going to try that.
It's kind of like one of those missions where you're just like super souped up. Like everything's done for you. You don't have to like fret. Everything's just ready, and it's just go for it. Like in Force Unleashed, when you start as Vader, and you're just like a badass.
Or every God of War game, where you start with a ton of powers.
Yeah, just like that.
And then you lose everything.
Yeah.
Except this, they send you like free reinforcements, free hero units.
Well, yeah, and this is more than halfway through the game.
Wow, so now you're starting to build the cannon wall at your base.
Yeah, so once I max out my army, now I'm going to start wasting minerals on my back base.
You're at 200.
My rear base.
Oh, the rear window.
So yeah, so now I'm going to work on that for when, and then once that thing out front goes down, I can back all my guys over these cannons.
Okay, well,
so my base lasted longer than yours.
Yeah. You probably got more kills than I did. Because I built a cannon wall at those 3 chokes, whereas you should have built the cannons at the top of those 2 ramps.
Yeah,
I don't know why you didn't do that. You built them around your unit creating.
Yeah, which I'm not even creating units by the end, so that was stupid. But this was...
But yeah, if you built those cannons at the tops of those ramps, they would have had to walk... The units, the huge Ultralisks would have had to walk up those ramps.
Yeah.
Which would have severely choked off the amount of units that could walk up those ramps at a time.
Yeah. No, there's definitely room for improvement because...
Yeah, but you got the achievement easily.
Well, yeah. My first try on hard, I was like going to get the achievement, and I'm like, oh, I'd rather record me getting the achievement. So I'm just going to do what I just did again. I didn't really put a lot of... I put some thought into it the first time. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to waste money on cannons initially. I'm just going to work on one massive army.
That was definitely a smart way to do it.
And it worked out, but yeah, you're definitely right about the chokes, using the chokes better.
The ramps up to the base.
Yeah, I just figured I'd fortify my base full of cannons, but you're right, if they can all get in at once, it's not as effective as choking them at small...
Into a death zone.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely should have, like if I would have done the same strategy and then scrapped all the ground units and built mass carriers, like towards the end, I think I could have lasted for a really long time.
With the cannons at the top of the choke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I could have lasted for...
I got to a point in mine where I was just sending probes off into the enemy, like
just to
increase, just to kill the probes, so I could have more resources to
kill your
supplies.
supplies.
Yeah, exactly, because they were just wasting resources basically, which is kind of crazy because 6 probes equals 1 carrier.
Yeah, but it's worth it.
Oh yeah. Mass carriers equals instant win, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy how watching someone else, like, oh my god, you do this completely different. But if I take a couple of these smart things you're doing, apply it to what I'm already doing, I can do even better. And
yeah, if I didn't build cannons out, I could have done much better.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder what the record is for somebody.
Like how long you can last.
Yeah, like how long they can last on brutal with the most amount of kills they can get.
I bet you get exponentially worked. Like as it gets towards that 3,000 limit.
Yes, like I said before,
Like it'd probably just be a matter of seconds.
once I got I bet it's like one additional kill is like an additional 50 points on Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
the Billy Mitchell record.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, that was a pretty nerdy reference, but whatever.
Well, if you haven't seen King of Kong, we've only recommended it like 100 times.
Yeah, just quit watching this. Go watch the King of Kong. If you're watching this, you probably listen to a lot of gaming podcasts, and you're missing out on references that they make all the time on every gaming podcast.
Yeah.
B, you probably like games a lot. Go watch the King of Kong.
C, you don't have to like games to like King of Kong. It's just good.
It is an awesome documentary.
Like, my mom really liked it. But,
my mom says I'm the handsomest boy in school.
yeah. She knows what's up.
So you built carriers?
Yeah.
I haven't seen you build the interceptors for them yet.
Well, that's because I'm hotkeying it, man. I don't know.
I don't think you are, because you have the carriers in a group with all your other dudes.
Yeah.
And you have to hit tab
Yeah.
to get to the build interceptors option.
Correct.
And I haven't seen you do that yet. I've been looking.
Okay, we'll keep looking.
But, okay, I'm asking you, did you do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as I know, I did. I'm pretty sure I did.
I like that confidence.
If I had to put money one way or the other, I'd say I did.
Okay.
Because I remember, like, clicking on it, and, like, there's a weird number, and it's like, cannot build more. And I'm like, well, why does it say 100 next to...
Because that's how many total you have with all of the carriers grouped.
Oh. Good to know. And then each carrier can have X amount. And then as soon as it dips below that, you can build again.
Yep.
That's the great thing about carriers. People shoot the interceptors, which is a complete waste of time.
Because they're dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you don't focus fire carriers on multiplayer, you're just... Yeah, you're not
committing suicide.
Yeah. Because the AI... I think that's worth talking about. The AI will target the interceptors. Same thing with the broodlords. The broodlords shoot out these little broodlings. And the AI, if you just click attack in the general direction, they will attack the broodlings instead of the broodlord.
Yeah. It's a little different because that's ground versus air.
It's the same concept.
But it's a little different.
It's the same AI not being smart and attacking the correct unit.
It depends on if the AI can shoot both types of unit. If it can only shoot ground, it's going to shoot ground. But like a stalker, yes, the stalker would pick the wrong thing.
Or a carrier, which you have a lot of, or a void ray.
Yeah, but a phoenix won't make that mistake.
That is correct.
God, it's so fun just to have a huge army.
200. Indeed. Indubitably.
Just put a bunch of everything in there. Something will be good against something else. Yeah. Just like talking about this makes me want to go back and play. I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right. I just close off those chokes.
Instead of defending
Yeah.
the guy. Yeah, so I mean, I'm really surprised you didn't do that. I mean, it's just like walling off with Terran multiplayer, you know?
Yeah. You just don't think about it sometimes. There's so much going on. You're not, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe you don't think about it. I do.
I don't know, I think you miss certain things.
Oh, I'm sure I do. And yeah, that's true. I mean, I see things that I think are obvious that you're not doing, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Like lifting with the Phoenix.
Yeah. And like if your carrier thing hadn't worked, your strategy would have been complete trash.
Well, then I would have redone the level.
Yeah. Just saying.
That's how that works. Yeah, if I hadn't been able to hold off until the carriers got there,
Yeah.
the strategy would not have worked.
Correct.
Therefore, I wouldn't have been recommending it.
Right.